That's a wrap, baby.
We went from 30-degree weather to 12 degrees and raining. The weather in PEI is pretty unpredictable, and the rain makes the gravel work and soil work a little more trickier.
Hey,
The next day it's cold.
Got the coastal weather.
lucky with the rain so far.
Let's split up into gravel groups and we'll get grades on those front pathways. Do we have grades on the ones leading into Lane's place?
No, not yet.
Okay, we'll throw some grades on there off the start, and we'll get split up into groups. We'll put all those in. I'm also going to get on the dozer and be putting gravel up the front laneway. So the carpenters, you guys will just be back up on the pergola up top. Okay, so let's just split up in the two skid steers over on those pathways into two groups. So Kyle, do you want to be in one skid steer? Jim, do you want to grab the other? Sure. And then we'll just get those pathways in off the start, and then we'll probably switch on to topsoil and just start moving topsoil in and fine grading that whole area around all the pathways afterward. But we'll just get all the gravel in off the start, and those pathways, it's fine if it's wide on the base, and like bucket width on top. We'll try to use the narrow bucket on the track machine. It worked out perfectly on this side, so yeah, so we'll get that all going.
Yeah, this time in PEI, our main focus is to get all the groundwork done. So all the soil install and grading, and then as well as all of our gravel pathways and driveways. Also some tree planting and a bit of irrigation.
Any challenges today?
A lot of machines moving, but at the same time, you still don't have enough machines. So it's like working around that. A lot of contractors on site other than us, so it's working around each other and helping each other when needed. And then obviously just getting the grades right is a really major part. Other than aesthetic wise, just with the way the buildings are on different elevations and everything is, if their grades are wrong, it's not as simple as having a puddle in the middle of a field. It's having the whole basement of the houses rotting out and baseboards rotting out. So it's a little more than aesthetic and erosion here. It's actually making sure we're not flooding buildings. So main concern really is really making sure all the grades are right. So that was the main idea for this stint, get all the grades right. And then in the following years, we can move on from there and not have to worry about it. So.
Yeah, we're working on the pergola build. Yesterday we had a really productive day. Got all the posts, all the beams, and all the 8x12 flat rafters on, and now we're doing a lattice build on top of the 8x12s, and then also the sides are going to get enclosed with this custom timber frame style lattice, and we should be completing all that by the end of the day. Yeah, so we got two guys up on the roof right now installing the lattice, It's just like rough sawn lumber that we've milled at our shop before we came down, and we sent that here. So everything is already prepared. Now we're just doing the layout on top of there and screwing those down. And then we have the lattice sections that we also prepared back at the shop. And we're just going to be installing those and piecing them together because they needed to be shipped in like 2 sections to fit nicely onto the truck. So it's just prefabbing and now installing. It's going good. One of our carpenters had to go back for an appointment, so now we're down to 3, but we're still on schedule to finish everything. So we're good.
Yeah, the carpenters, yesterday I was working with the carpenters. We got all the posts and beams up and the rafters up. And then today they got all the rafters in the right spots and secured them down and squared everything up. And then they started putting their top lattice on the top. And now they have their pre-made ones that they made in the winter in the shop and are just getting prepared now to secure them in between the beams. So this is meant just for another little pergola area. And then this will be like a walkthrough into a wedding tent for the first event that's going on here. Other than that though, it can be used for anything, seating, like a seating area, anything. So once they're done with this, we're gonna do another similar structure up top, at the top of the field there for the actual wedding ceremony. It'll be all big posts and beams. And, it's a little less extensive on this, so it should take us a bit less time, but whenever they're finished with this, we'll go up top and get set up. But they're on the home stretch with this section of the project, so almost there. Hey, wait, what do you think? You'll have this done by the end of the day? Nice. So look at that.
That's the end of the day.
A two-day pergola build. Me, my dad, Spencer, and Raylene left for the Leanscaper event in Chicago, the People Intensive. So that left Jim with the rest of the crew for the last couple of days to wrap things up.
In 6 weeks? No? No? Well, I'll read through it to everybody. Good afternoon. Monday and Tuesday of this week, finishing the Cavendish project. Wednesday, return to Ontario. Friday to Sunday, be Thursday to Sunday for people that are flying are all off. Returning to work on Monday the 22nd. And we'll be from the 22nd to Tuesday the 30th. We'll be working, starting at the Brooklyn Yard at 7 a.m. for workout at the Port Hope project, finishing up grading, seeding completion, and nursery cleanup, the Calistoga bar completion, and additional tasks. He must have a few more little things he wants done at Calistoga. Then also we have the Dolly McCoy project, and that has some masonry, some hardscaping, and some carpentry work. So that's our work for when we're back home from the 22nd to the 30th. Then July 2nd, we'll be flying back out to the Cavendish project from July 2nd to the 16th. Same drivers to return the trucks. So that'll be Spencer and Kyle driving back. Leave as early as possible July 2nd with the trucks and the flights. So you guys will probably be anybody flying will be on that 6:30 a.m. flight. Actually, it might even be earlier than 6:30. I'll have to check on that flight. We'll get those flight arrangements organized for us. So we'll be coming back here to complete all the planting, finish grading, seeding, sodding, some farm fencing, and landscape lighting. Flying out July 17th and driving home July 17th. July 19th to the 25th, all employees will be off for summer holiday. July 27th, report to the Brooklyn shop to start new projects. And here's a little note of the demob for Cavendish here when we leave the end of the day tomorrow. We have to have the Dodge 5500 with the Harley rake on the float, with the trencher on the float. That's the stuff we're going to be using out in Port Hope. And then the F350 tool trailer must have a full set of carpenter tools and hardscape tools, and Spencer will be driving that truck. Everybody clear on that?
Yeah, I just have one thing to say that.
Jimmy, what's going on today?
Oh, we're just trying to do whatever we can today without making a lot of mess. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so we're trying to keep the site clean and tidy. Spent a lot of money on gravel here. We don't want to track mud all over it. It's the base prep before we put our finished gravel on top, and we don't want mud mixed in with that gravel when we put that one on. So carpenters will finish up their timber structure on the pergola, and then we have a structure to put up in the field there.
Well, how are we feeling without the other guys here? Without Jake and Mark and...
Yeah, they've gone off to a little Leanscaper event, so we got in pretty good shape last week. We got a lot of the work done that we wanted to, so just be finishing off these few little things Monday and Tuesday, and then everybody will be heading back to the airport and back to Ontario. I'll have a little break at the end of the week before we get rolling on anything next week there. And we'll be back in PEI July 2nd.
Yeah, so we're working on the ceremony structure. This is a cool project. It also has the custom heavy timber frame style lattice, as well as the pergola that we put together down there. So we've come out here, we staked our line, we got the exact position where we want this to have the ocean background, and we stood up our posts all nice and evenly spaced and in a line. We stood up all of our posts set with the laser level, and we've installed our lattices. Everything's been going really smooth, and now we're getting ready to do our top beam, which is going to have a lap over joint in the center. So the guys just had to run and grab the beam saw for that. He's coming up right now with the tractor. We're going to get that on. I got that set with the ratchet strap nice. I'm working with Kyle and Cody today, and everything's been going good. And now I just got to finish this lap joint, and we'll pop that beam up.
Oh, sweet. All right.
But we got to boost that with the cables every time, which is annoying.
Every time?
Yeah. Something wrong with the battery on that generator. I think they replaced it, but it's still having issues. So we just boost it, and then it's good.
Starter was stuck on.
Yeah, I just left it hooked up to the truck.
It looked like it was gonna explode.
Sounds like it.
I think we're
So as those chisels and a little more time.
Yeah.
Put that in the red tag pile or the red bin, whatever you call
Fucking that black bin down there. Right in.
Where'd the generator go?
Generator is giving us some issues. We're trying to troubleshoot what was wrong with it, but it's not like a quick fix, so we're just gonna get her down with our other tools. It was a pretty good cut for not being able to use our fancy beam saws. Did that with the skill saws and the reciprocating saw. Which is just an electric powered Hanson.
Jesus. It's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, just need this part read square.
Top and bottom.
Next.
Hey, you can also just bring that tractor a little closer and bring the bucket up. I'll sit nice.
How about that? How about that?
Beautiful. Couldn't be on there really much better.
Yeah. We are going to introduce our Earthworks system for all our machines, which will help us to create the driveway or the pathways with ease, with 100% accuracy. And this is the reason I'm taking all the points from the gravel driveway pathways. And once I'm done taking all the points, I'm going to send it to Radin, our designer, who is in Chicago right now, attending an event from Landscaper. So she will make all the changes which is required in order to input the drawing and in order to connect it with the Earthworks system. And once it's done, the operator can see it on the screen while he's creating the driveway and the pathways, and he knows like how much to grade, when to stop, how much more needed. So you don't there won't be any laser level on any of the manual work needed. Everything would be done by the operator by looking at the screen.
What are the challenges with the software?
To run the software, to make use of the software with full efficiency, and once we get to know the software completely on how to use the entire system completely, everything would be much more easier. We're struggling because we just started using it. In the upcoming project, I'm pretty sure that we'll do better than what we are doing right now, and everything will be done more accurately and more with more efficiency.
So today we're going to be just fixing up the, these are the supports for the extension for the house that's already on site here. We had to cut these down an extra 4 inches because we're putting in thicker floor joists than originally thought. So we just took these caps off, these that attach to the joists, cut down these steel posts 4 inches, so the steel piles, and we're putting this back on now. Eventually we're gonna have floor joists going across from the end here to the house, and then that's what we're gonna be building the extension for the house on. So this is just a small task. We have people doing kind of small tasks all over the site today. We'll probably be done this in about 20 minutes to half an hour, so it's a good little task to start the day, and then moving on to other small things going on all over the job site.
Yeah, so today we're doing the decking for this building extension. We got 2 building extensions to do, but the other one needs helical piles. We went over there and surveyed out where the helical piles are going for that one. This one had the helical piles installed, so we calculated all the lumber that we needed to do this decking, and now we're putting in our support beams. We got a helical piles, which is just like this big screw pile, and then it makes it really easy for us to get our positions for the post, because the posts need to land right on the helical piles. So now we're just filling in the saddles with our beams, and then we're going to be building a floor system on top of that. We're doing all pressure treat. We're doing a pressure treat 2x10, 12-inch on centers, and then we're doing Trex decking on top. So that's going to be really cool. It's like a high-end quality of decking. It's not just generic deck boards. We're working with myself, Ryan on the carpenters team, and then we've encompassed the masonry team, Mark, Keith, and Cesar. And we're getting the beams together. Right behind me, they're pounding the beams together, getting those all nice and flush on the top side. And once we have that in, we'll be able to start running our rim board around and putting in all our joists. We're predicting to get a lot of the decking on today. So we'll quickly put up the framing system and then we'll jump right into decking. There's a bunch of calculations to do this morning, but now we're on a roll. We're on a roll. That's a wrap, baby! Yeah, we just finished up this half of the deck. Calculated all our spacing perfect. Just squeezed in our last board there. All of our perfect spacing. And we finished right on time. Calculated the time perfectly.
How are we feeling about this job?
What was that?
How are we feeling about this job?
I feel great about this job. Taking on the masons went really good. And the carpenter team put up all of their structures on schedule, and then this wasn't even on our scope of work for this trip, and we also got that done. So I think we did really good.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's a wrap, baby.
Oh yeah. Ready to fucking devour this? Oh my god.
Wow.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. How is it?
So good.
Yes, baby. PEI pizza, bud. We have to try. We can't go home without trying it.
This week we're heading back to Ontario for 2 weeks to get some stuff done, and then we'll be coming back out here to PEI. So we're leaving some trucks and a trailer and some equipment. We got all of our deadlines hit. We did all the work we wanted to perfectly on time. The crew hustled really hard to get everything done, and everyone worked great. But we're not quite done yet. We'll be coming back in 2 weeks to complete the rest of the project.
All right, so it's our last day in PEI. We're getting everything starting to get ready to go home. getting all our attachments loaded up on the trucks, getting all our machines brought back to either the rental company or all the machines that we got we're keeping here, I'm pretty sure. So we got that guy going on a skid steer. You know, it's just a big crew cleanup today. We got all our tools going back. Got one trailer all sorted, ready to go. One trailer being left, or both, honestly. Yeah, we're just getting everything ready so this place isn't a disaster when we're gone. Getting all our tools organized and packed up. We got a couple last things we're also doing today. We got some guys doing some stuff like that. And yeah, it's just, it's our final day. It's been fun. It's been a lot learned and a lot done. I think we did good. Yeah, the place looks completely different, which is a good sign.
Yeah, well, I've had a good 2 weeks here in Prince Edward Island. The weather's been okay, not too warm, but it hasn't rained too much. And really enjoyed doing all the work here. And I've especially enjoyed being on the roller. That was one of my favourite times. And yeah, everybody's got on well together. And yeah, looking forward to going home though. Yeah, and seeing the family. And yeah, but I'm also looking forward to coming back in 2 weeks actually. So there must be something about this island that attracts people, I think. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. We'll see you back at the shop then.
Yeah, see you. Yeah, up at the shop next week. We're going to get a few days rest when we get back tomorrow, and then we should all be recharged for work again next Monday. Yeah. So that's all good.
Our trip in PEI is done now. We're just doing the final cleanup. Kind of flew by actually with all the long days, but yeah, looking back, it's kind of shocking how much has changed on the property. Like all the grading that happened, the pathways, the driveways, even just today, like the decking wasn't here a couple days ago. So yeah, just been a blast, and excited to have the project finished in a few weeks when we come back. So I think everyone is ready to see their families, but happy at how the projects actually went. So
the highlight of the trip was just getting so much done. It was awesome to have all those long days and get a lot done every day. Like one day we got the whole pergola structure, next day we got the whole ceremony structure. We got the deck done also. We got creative freedom to do those food shacks, and we came up with a lot of cool designs doing that. That was fun. We had good weather. We had some rain days. We had some really good days. We had some rainy days. But overall, we got lots done, and I just love getting lots done. I had a blast.
Excited to come back?
Yeah, we got these 2 big additions going on these houses. That'll be fun to put up. And we're back in July, so experience a PEI summer. Yeah, we'll be back in summer and do these 2 big additions. That'll be awesome. Yeah.
In 2 weeks when we return to PEI, our main focus will be final grading now that we have our machine grading system set up all for a skid steer. So we're gonna go down and do all the final grading. There's a lot more plants to install and trees and shrubs and all of the small flowers for the garden beds, as well as we're gonna be doing a lot of grass seeding everywhere on the property that needs grass. So it'll be a lot of more the plant material this time around, but the finishing details are gonna look amazing, and I think the whole team's excited to get back down there and finish everything off.
What's that? Because you got a little pee-pee on the door?
Yeah, because the pee-pee on the door. I asked for a company wrap, they put a pee-pee on my door.